dear students, welcome back in your English grammar class for standard 8th. My dear student, today your topic is verbs. In the verb, today we will discuss about the models. What is modal verbs? Have a look. These are some very important modal verbs. Will, would, should, could, may, can, shall, ought to, must, might. So basically these are some very important modal verbs which we use generally in our grammar or in our spoken language. Except this, there are another modal verbs also, but firstly have a look to the uses of these modal verbs. So my dear students, if we talk about modal verbs is something like you can say that a very important verb. So have a look. A modal verb is a special type of verb. Modal verbs change or affect other verbs in a sentence. So my dear students, we can also say that we can use it to show the level of possibility, ability and obligation and advice and permission. So have a look. First one is possibilities. Possibilities means some situation that may be or maybe not. So possibility that it might rain tomorrow. It might rain tomorrow. Here might is your modal verb, which is, or you can say that this is a weak symbol of weak possibility. It shows a weak possibility. So if I am saying that it might rain tomorrow, then by this sentence the meaning is that tomorrow rain may be or maybe not. Means there is only 20% 30% chances for that tomorrow may be rain. So here the word might shows possibility, but weak possibility, very weak possibility. Next, I shall go to the ball. This is also a possibility that tomorrow or after some day or in future I shall go to the ball. Next thing, we will have bread and jam for tea. We will have in future time or upcoming time, at the tea time, we will have bread or jam. This is again the situation of possibilities. Now, next use of these modal verbs are where ability. Modal verbs can be used when we want to show a skill or someone's ability to do something. Means she can sing very well. Means singing very well is the ability of her. So she can sing very well. Next, we could walk. Means, or you can say that we could walk. Again, this is the ability of we to walk. So we can say that could. This is for ability. We are using the word could, the modal verb could, to show our ability. Now just move on to the next situation, that is obligation and advice. How we can use it? Modal verbs can be used to state when something is necessary. Yes, these verbs also help us to put the situation which is very necessary or compulsory. Or we can say that we use these verbs to give an instruction or to give advice, like you must tidy your room. Means you must, and you should. You can say that this is the advice. This is one type of advice that you should keep your room clean. So here the word must is we are using the word must as our advice, we can say that, or in some other way, or with the help of some other example, we can say that Jayanti should cook the dinner tonight. Jayanti should cook the dinner tonight. The word should, here the word should is showing the ability that tonight Jayanti should cook the dinner. So my dear students, we can say that possibility, ability, obligations and advice, we can use these modal verbs in the given situation. And there is one more situation where permission. Yes, for permission we use some of the words to show permission. For example, modal verbs are used to give or ask for permission for an activity or for some events, like you may have another biscuit. You may have another biscuit means here just someone is giving permission to him to take a biscuit. Now you can get down from the chair now. Yes, again here you can. We are using the word can to show the permission that the permission is granted to get off from the chair, to come down from the chair. So you can get down from the chair now. Third one, could I go to the washroom please? Yes, could. For a polite permission, to take a permission very politely, we can use word could. So could I go to washroom please? Yes, in this situation we are again taking or we can asking a question, or we are taking a permission with the help of word could. Here could is showing very polite, asking for permission very politely. So could I go to the washroom please? Now my dear students, here, so again just have a look. Will, would, should, could, may, can, shall, ought to, must, might. We can use these type of modal verbs to show permission, to show some ability, possibility, obligation and advice. So now my dear students, except if there are lots of other modal verbs also, so have a look. Just open your book. Just open your book at page number, that is at page number, just a minute, the page number is 47. So have a look. This is your book, page number 47, chapter number 9. This is chapter number 9. Verbs, modals. So my dear students, just turn page number 48. Modals and their rules. What is the rules? Here again the rules are given. That modals, first rule, that modals never change their form with the number or person of the subject. Yes, in the sentence, modal was never changed according to the given subject is singular or plural or what is the number. So for example, first person or second person or third person, whatever it is given, the modal verb, there is no need to change your modal verb. For example, I may call him. Take a look. I may call him. Here the subject is I. Clear? Person is I. Now next, you or she, whatever you want to say that. She may, again may. third person, that is they. They may call him. Now, they may call him. Now, so we can say that modals never change their form with the number or person of the subject. Now, the second rule. Second rule states that a modal is always followed by the main verb. This is a very important rule, that modal verbs are always followed by main verb, which is usually the base form of the verb. Base form means first form. You can say that the base form is first form, like go, arrive. These are base forms. So, he should arrive today. Means here main verb is arrive, and arrive is followed by, and here the modal verb is should. So should is followed by the verb arrive. Next one, they might catch a cold. Catch a cold means catch is your main verb, and your auxiliary verb or your modal verb is might. Next one, people could try this. Here the main verb is try. So my dear students, and the modal is could. So the modal could is followed by the main verb try, which is in its base form. So now the third rule states that the past tense form of modals may not always refer to past time. Yes, now see, could, would, should. Yes, we cannot say that if the modal verb is given in the past form, then we can use it only for past tense. No, there is nothing like this. Take an example, like you could solve all the riddles when she was just 10. This is telling the time period of past, that you should solve all the riddles when she was just 10. When she was just 10 years old, she could solve all the riddles. But now here I am using modal could. So now I am using the same word in other form. Like I am saying that you could try this. You could try this. When we go there next, means you could try this means there is some verb which you could try. But when you go there next, means I am talking about the future tense, but our modal is in past form. So we can say that it's not compulsory or compulsion that we should or we need to use the past form of modal verbs in only past tense. No, we can use it according to our situation, or we can use it in some other tenses like present or for future also. Take another example. We should reach by noon if we get a cab. Yes, again the word should is the past tense of shall, but we can use it for our future. Here we are using it for our future tense, like we should reach by noon if we get a cab. Again, take an example of now next word is would. Just take another example of would. She would come if we ask her. Means I am saying that if we ask her, then she would come. Means I am asking about future tense. Like if we ask, then in future she would come. So my dear students, would is your in past form, but here we are using it for future tense. So the past tense form of modals may not always refer to past tense. Now the next topic is classification. Classification of modals. So there are basically two types of, we can say that there are two classification of models. First one is, we can say that model verbs can be classified into two kinds. Those that talk about really certainty, possibility, likelihood and doubt based on human judgment and prediction. This is the first kind. And what about the second kind? And for first kind we use the models shall, will, must, can. Have a look at page number 48. The table is given. So this table will help you to understand very well. Shall, will, must, can, should, ought to, may, could, might for weak possibility. As I have told you in the example that it might be rain tomorrow. So here might is used for weak possibility. Cannot, will not. So this is the first kind of classification of models. Now just talk about the second classification. Second classification is those that talk about obligations, necessity, which involves human control, which is in the control of human nature. So in this situation, in this type of, we use some other models that are, just have a look at page number 49. Must, have to, need to, can. We use can for informal and might for formal. Can, may, could, might, should, ought to, need to, will, shall, will, would, could. So my dear students, that's all for today's class. We will meet in next class. Till then, be happy.